Hey guys, I'm back again, and I'm finishing what I started. It's time for the Army of Darkness. So guys, this is it. This is the end. The last review in the trilogy. So something I forgot to mention in Evil Dead 2 review was in the end of the movie, a portal was opened up to send all evil back in time. Ash got caught in this portal, leading to Army of Darkness, where he has been trapped in the Middle Ages. This movie is the most famous in the Evil Dead trilogy due to the fact that it is a very cheesy movie and it kind of panders to the time period that it was made in, because it's a very 80s film. I don't think it could have been made in any other time period because it is incredibly cheesy, incredibly funny, a little bit gory. It works. And I don't think if they made it today, it would just be oversaturated and boring. Anyway, so your plot. He's stuck in the past. And Ash, being Bruce Campbell and being a badass, is trying to find his way back to his own time. This movie feels more of a spoof of fantasy films than a horror movie, which the other two were. It is more of a spoof of something like The Never Ending Story or The Lord of the Rings, which wasn't released when Evil Dead came out. Well, the books were, but the films weren't. But it felt a lot like a spoof of those. Nearly everything works in this film. You feel the stakes of the situation, but it is also incredibly goofy. Like, it has the perfect mixture of you caring about the characters and you just enjoying. Also, this movie is very visually pleasing because the entire film is made of stop motion animation. Well, not the entire film, but the majority of the special effects within the film are stockpile animation, which is where you take like a clay sculpture or something along those lines, or something like this, like a Lego or something along those lines, and you move it whilst taking photos of it to make a moving image. I just described what stop motion is in an Evil Dead review, I'm sorry. But yeah, it is an incredible use of stop motion animation, especially when you have the entire Army of the Dead. That sequence is phenomenal. This movie has a very triumphant score. And yeah, it's an enjoyable score. I listen to it while playing adventure games such as Skyrim. I find it very enjoyable to listen to. But yeah, moving on to the performances. Once again, Bruce Campbell returns as Ash.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick!
Who once again gives off the perfect performance as a character. He has fully evolved from the wuss in Evil Dead 1 to the badass we saw in Evil Dead 2 to a full-on hero in Evil Dead 3, although he does make some bad decisions, as all heroes do. But he's a very enjoyable part to play, and it is a very fun character to watch, because just imagine, it is what it is sold as. In the trailer it says it's a 20th century guy stuck in the Middle Ages. That's exactly what the film is. It is phenomenally funny because he makes loads of like pop culture references and things like that these people have no idea what that he's talking about. It is brilliant. There's a lot of fighting in this scene, as in like sword fighting, in comparison to just mowing down zombies in the other two movies. But the sword fighting works incredibly well. The violence is toned down, or at least in my opinion, it's toned down from the original 2 movies, and I think that was the right move. I don't think you could have made it overly gory, this particular film. But yeah, it's interesting. My favourite scene in this movie is the Evil Ash scene. I will put a link to this in the description. It is blimmin' hilarious. It's just Bruce Campbell acting against Bruce Campbell, and it is so funny. There are a lot of iconic quotes from this movie, such as "Shop smart, shop as smart. You got that?" And "This is my boomstick," and many other quotes such as that, which kind of help the staying power of this film, because it kind of falls into the 80s very cheese factor, as I already said, film, I find, because it, although enjoyable, it's very nerdy. And I think the best people for this film are fans of either the Evil Dead trilogy, such as myself, or fans of epic fantasy films, which also I'm a fan of. But yeah.